Imagine living in a quiet suburban town where life feels safe and ordinary. Until one October morning, everything changes. On October 8, 2014, in Guilderland, New York, a whole family, father, mother, and two little boys, were found murdered inside their own home. No forced entry, no clear suspects, no answers. This is the haunting and still unsolved mystery of the Chen family killings. The victims were Jin Feng Chen, a hard-working father, his wife, Hi Yan Li, and their two children, Anthony 10 and Eddy 7. To friends and neighbors, the family looked like the picture of normal suburban life. They lived in a quiet neighborhood not far from Albany, the capital of New York State. But that day, police would discover something that would shock not just the community, but the entire capital region. It all started when family members grew worried. No one had seen the Chens that morning. The kids didn't show up at school. Calls went unanswered. Eventually, someone went to check on them, and what they found was horrifying. Inside the house, all the family members were dead, brutally murdered. Reports suggest they may have been beaten to death with hammers, though police have never confirmed the exact weapon. This was not just a crime, it was a massacre. The news spread fast. For the first time in memory, this quiet community was dealing with a quadruple homicide. And it wasn't just any family, it was a Chinese-American family, part of the growing Asian community in the region. Fear took over. Was this a random act of violence? Or was the family specifically targeted? People wanted answers, but police seemed as confused as everyone else. The FBI joined local police in the investigation. A quadruple murder was too big to handle alone. Detectives scoured the crime scene, but found no signs of forced entry. This suggested something chilling. Either the family knew their killers and let them in, or the killers were so skilled that they left no trace. There was also no sign of robbery. Nothing valuable was taken. This wasn't a breaking gone wrong. So what was the motive? As the investigation stalled, rumors started flying. Some believed the Chens had connections to Asian organized crime. Theory 1. Debt to the Asian Mafia. Some whispered that Jin Feng Chen owed money to dangerous people. If true, the murders could have been a brutal warning to others. Theory 2. Human trafficking connections at the time. The New York Times was working on an investigative story about human trafficking rings involving Chinese immigrants. Some speculated that the Chens may have been involved or even cooperating with reporters, making them targets. Theory 3. Personal grudge. Others thought maybe this was personal. A grudge, a dispute, someone close enough to the family to enter without suspicion. But with no evidence, everything remained speculation. Police gave very little information to the public. They wouldn't confirm the weapon. They wouldn't talk about possible suspects. This silence frustrated the community. People wanted to feel safe, but instead, they felt left in the dark. And as days turned into months, the case grew cold. For the Chinese-American community, the murders were terrifying. Many had come to the US searching for safety and opportunity. Now, they wondered, could we be next? The Chen family's relatives were devastated. 4 lives wiped out in one night. 2 children with their whole futures ahead of them gone. The case leaves us with haunting questions. Who hated this family enough to wipe them out? Why leave no trace, no clue, no message? If it was the work of organized crime, why has no one ever been caught or even accused? And if it wasn't organized crime, then what? Theories swirl, but none bring the truth. The Chen family killings remain one of the darkest mysteries in New York's capital region. 4 innocent lives were taken. A community was left in fear. And to this day, nearly a decade later, justice has never come. Some say the case will never be solved. Others believe someone out there still knows the truth, and one day, it will finally come out. So, what do you think happened to the Chen family? Was this a mafia hit? A personal vendetta? Or something else entirely? Share your theories in the comments below. And if you want more true crime mysteries told in simple, clear stories, make sure to subscribe and hit the bell so you never miss one, because behind every mystery, there are lives that deserve to be remembered.